Okay, friend, pull up a chair and let me talk to you the way I would if we were sitting at my kitchen table, half laughing, half sighing over a mug that went cold an hour ago. You're not imagining it. This is a lot. The socks with no partners, the emails that multiply when you blink, the permission slip you swear was just here, the lunch you built out of crumbs and hope, the bedtime routine that takes the length of a feature film. You keep a whole world spinning that most people only notice when it wobbles. And yes, you're allowed a minute. Not a metaphorical minute, not a someday minute, an actual one. A breath you put on the calendar the way you'd put a dentist appointment. The whole point is not that you earn it by being superhuman, it's that you need it because you're human. Let's start with the part no one sees because you carry it in your head. The mental load. You're tracking shoe sizes and teacher names and who likes the orange toothpaste and when the library book is due and which snack is approved for which classroom. You're forecasting dinner based on whether you bought cilantro or only thought about buying cilantro. You're doing the math of naps and car lines and fevers and rain days. It's not a list. It's an orchestra. And you're conducting while also playing 3 instruments and selling tickets at the door. The reason you feel tired isn't because you're dramatic. It's because you're doing a job that doesn't come with lunch breaks or HR. Naming this isn't complaining. It's putting the box down long enough to adjust your grip so it stops hurting your hands. When you say you need a minute, I want you to hear my voice saying, take it. Sit in the car after drop-off and let silence be the soundtrack. Close the bathroom door and breathe on purpose. Stand by a window with a hot mug and look at nothing for 60 seconds. That minute is a pressure valve. It keeps you from snapping at the people you love just because no one else thought to wash the water bottles. And here's the magic piece. You take 1 minute today and your brain remembers how. Tomorrow it becomes 2, then 10. Not because the world suddenly cooperated, but because you made room for yourself on your own list. And once you do that, you start rearranging the furniture of your day so the minute has a chair to sit in. We have to talk about partners, because even great ones slide into patterns that don't feel great. Before kids, everything felt balanced. Then somebody became the default parent, default email reader, default form signer, default finder of lost shin guards. And someone else became the helpful assistant. No one held a meeting to approve this plan. It just happened in 1,000 tiny choices. So here's what I'd tell you if you were across from me right now. Make the invisible visible. Write it all down where both of you can see it. Then don't split random chores like dealing cards. Split ownership. One person owns school communication, start to finish, for a month. The other owns meals, start to finish, for a month. Switch next month. You're not trying to prove a point. You're trying to move the weight so it stops crushing one set of shoulders. And schedule the conversation. Don't squeeze it into the 10 minutes before bedtime. Call it a meeting so it doesn't get pushed behind urgent again. Culture's noise gets in your head too. There's that weird double standard where a dad with a diaper bag is a hero in aisle 6, and a mom who looks tired in the same aisle is told to enjoy every moment. You can't fix the whole world, but you can fix your corner. Drop the word help when you mean parent. Expect competence from every adult in the house, including yourself when you're tired, and including your partner when they're learning. We don't do body or ability comments here. And we talk about jobs before resentments build. Be house rules the way shoes by the door is a house rule. You're not being picky. You're setting the water temperature so everyone stops shivering. Here's another thing I need you to hear. Humor is a tool, not a betrayal of how hard this is. Laugh at the cup that disappears every morning like it joined a witness protection program. Laugh at the coffee you microwave 3 times. Laugh at the way every single school event lands at 11 a.m. on a Wednesday. Laughing doesn't mean you aren't serious. It means you refuse to drown. It buys you enough buoyancy to make one kinder choice. And sometimes that single kinder choice is the difference between a day that spirals and a day that's merely chaotic. On the practical front, think less about willpower and more about levers. The environment is a lever. Put a basket by the door and make it the shoe home so you stop asking the same questions 6 times a day. Print a morning checklist and tape it at kid eye level so the paper becomes the boss and you get to be the cheerleader. Keep 3 dependable breakfasts in rotation and release the fantasy that variety is a moral issue. Decide where devices sleep and write it down. None of this is fancy. That's why it works. Every system you install replaces a decision you'd make at your worst moment with a default you made at your best. When everyone's hot with feelings, the goal is not to win the scene. It's to end the scene with the relationship intact. Take the minute before you talk. Offer water. Use as few words as possible. If you're in public and your cheeks are burning with other people's opinions, leave the cart. Go to the car. Calm is teaching. Performance is not. Later, when the audience is gone, that's when you brainstorm a plan with your kid. Snack first, job second. Timer for turns. A job to feel significant during errands. The point isn't to make today perfect. It's to make next time easier. Please stop grading yourself on a curve no one else can pass. Dinner that is half vegetables and half crackers counts. A day where everyone ate and no one got hurt and someone laughed is a solid day. If guilt starts its speech about screen time, or the craft you didn't do, or the email you answered with a typo, ask who benefits from you feeling bad while exhausted. Usually no one. Let okay be okay on purpose, so great has a chance of showing up next week. Your body is here too, not as a project but as a friend. It has carried small people and larger worries, and it deserves softness, soft clothes, soft words, a soft place to land at night. You don't have to bounce back. You get to go forward. Eat something green because your cells need it, and something joyful because your heart needs it. Put bedtime on your calendar like it's a real appointment with a real person, because it is. Intimacy has seasons. Stress and sleep are part of the weather. You didn't break anything because you're not in the mood on a Tuesday. You're allowed to ask for closeness that looks like a hand on your back while you wash your face, or a conversation that isn't logistics, or 15 minutes of not being touched so your skin can miss people again. Holidays and big days will try to run you. Lower the bar where lowering it gives you back the people you love. Fewer dishes, more board games. One photo where everyone is medium happy instead of 20 where no one is. A tradition that fits the family you actually have, not the one a commercial wrote for you. You'll know you chose well by how the room feels when it's over. Less brittle, more relaxed. A little messy, actually fun. Sick weeks deserve their own rules. The standard shrinks to comfort. Cartoons get long, to-do lists get short. Text replies are one-liners with an emoji that says, "I'm alive." You can make soup tomorrow. You can answer the big email when you have a brain again. Care has different tempos, and you're allowed to dance the one that matches the day you're in. Loneliness will visit sometimes after lights out. Don't argue with it. Light a candle and write 3 lines about nothing important. Put a song in your ears and walk around the block where no one needs you for 10 minutes. Take a shower with the door locked and let the water be the only sound you hear. Text the friend who understands "I'm done" as a whole thought. You don't have to solve loneliness. You only have to give it somewhere to sit so it doesn't spill into tomorrow's breakfast. Let me hand you some scripts you can keep in your pocket. Thank you for caring. We're doing it this way. Not today, maybe Friday. I need 10 minutes, then I'm all yours. That doesn't work for me. Here's what does. Can you own Wednesday dinners, start to finish? Would you take over appointments through summer and I'll handle camps and lessons? The point of a script isn't to win. It's to speak when you're tired in words you already trust. Build one small ritual that belongs to you and guard it like you would a toddler near traffic. Maybe it's a morning pep talk at the mirror. "Hi, body. Thanks for waking up. Let's have a kind day." Maybe it's a sketchbook that only needs 1 messy page a week. Maybe it's a walk during practice where you aren't the snack coordinator. You're just a person moving under a sky. Your identity is not on pause until everyone else is settled. You are part of the everyone. Find your people and be honest with them. A group chat that tolerates 9 p.m. rambling is medicine. A babysitting swap is a miracle disguised as logistics. A neighbor who will trade 2 errands for 2 errands is community, not charity. Private struggle shrinks in company, and the minute you need gets easier to take when someone else says, "Take it." If mornings are chaos, stop trying to be a hero. Prep the night before or decide you don't. Pack the bags and line them up, or lower the standard so mornings don't break you. Either way, make it a decision, not a daily argument with yourself in sweatpants. Put the cereal where a kid can reach it. Let a checklist live on the fridge so you use your brain for unpredictable problems, not predictable socks. When you forget all of this, because of course you will, start again. There isn't a gold star for doing it perfectly, and there never was. There's just you doing the work of 3 people, remembering for 1 second that you are one person, and giving that person a breath. The minute is not a prize at the end of a flawless day. It's the porch light you leave on for yourself so you can find your way back when the house is finally quiet. So here's my best friend summary. The kind I'd put on a sticky note for your nightstand. Take the minute, make the invisible visible, and share the load like adults. Lower the bar where no one benefits from it being high. Laugh when you can and rest when you need to. Let okay be okay. Put your body on the list. Ask for help with real words. Build one tiny thing that's just yours and guard it. And when the day goes sideways, call it weather and try again tomorrow. You're not failing at an impossible job. You're doing it, and you're allowed to breathe while you do.